bonjour, hi. Welcome back to another coffee talk. For those of you who are not familiar with coffee talks, it's a series I have on this channel where every Friday I sit down with a cup of coffee, I sip on it while I talk about different topics that have been on my mind for the past week, and this week is no exception. You can probably hear it in my voice today. I am tired. And I've been feeling tired for the past few weeks, and this is actually the topic of today's coffee talk. We are talking about being overwhelmed. It was very important for me to talk about this today because this is what I've been feeling, as I said, for the past days, past weeks even. And I feel like it's been affecting a lot of everything, pretty much. It's been affecting a lot of things in my life. It's been affecting my productivity, my motivation, my creativity. It's been affecting my social life, my relationships with people in general. And I kind of put myself in that situation. I'll be completely frank with you. I'm just living the consequences of my own actions and my own decisions because the main reason why I'm feeling overwhelmed and fatigued and tired is because of work. And I am my own boss. So I put myself in that position. And I'm kind of like regretting it a little. Regret is not the right word. I'm not regretting the decisions that I've made. But I'm realizing that I did not quite give myself some realistic standards, not necessarily standards, but I put too much on my plate. And now I'm trying to eat it all up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts and I'm just sharing my thoughts with you because that's the nature of this series here. And I'm so grateful that I have all these opportunities. And I feel very privileged to be able to actually do what I like to do for work and to have this freedom of being my own boss and picking my own clients and having all these opportunities, as I've said, and not having to chase anyone or anything. But I kind of relied on that too much. So for a while, I was not necessarily able to say no to things because I thought I could handle it all. When in reality, time is kind of running out. Like there's 24 hours in a day, and some of those hours need to be spent, relaxing, eating, sleeping, which... yeah, that's been rough lately. Yeah. And it's funny because I kind of had a conversation with someone recently about being overworked and about being my own boss and having all these things to do because I like keeping myself busy in general. But now it's gotten to a point where I'm like too busy for what I like and for what is sustainable for me and for what is maintainable in terms of like my life, in terms of what I like to do other than work, because I like working, but I also like doing other things. I like having a social life. I like spending time with my family. I like reading, which I haven't done a lot of in the past weeks. And as much as I like working, I've realized recently that all of those other things I like doing, I haven't had much time to do them because my time was filled with work or with planning or with, just like sleeping and regenerating the cells in my body. So if I take a look back at the past 3 weeks, even like the past month, other than my birthday, which was like a day off, I didn't quite take like an actual complete day off. Like I've always been doing something, whether that was editing or planning or working on a mood board or answering to emails or following up with clients or preparing like I don't know, a post or like, there hasn't been a day where I haven't done something that was work related. And part of the reasons why I wanted to be a freelancer was because I wanted to have the freedom to fill my schedule the way that I wanted to fill it. And now it's quite the opposite that's happening. I'm filling up my schedule with work only or mostly. And I haven't been enjoying life as much as I would have wanted to, which is, it's okay because again, as I said, I'm very privileged and to just have something to do to pay my bills. But it's been affecting a lot of things. And not only have I been very busy with work, but I've been spreading myself too thin with everything. With this YouTube channel, I have like a bunch of ongoing series, and I realize that it's harder to keep up with everything that I've set for myself. And it's kind of like a disappointment in myself because I'm like, I did this and I want to keep going, but now I'm lacking creativity, I'm lacking time, and I'm committing myself to like so many things that I can't properly focus on the ones that matter the most. I'm not saying that this doesn't matter, and that's actually quite the opposite, because this year, this whole thing, I've said it so many times, but it's because it's very much true. I love creating content so much, but I haven't had the time to do it properly or to like deliver content that was, I guess, up to my own standards or like good quality content that I was proud of. Like I've been posting stuff here and there, and I've been, not that I'm not proud of what I do, but it's not like I just post it because I have to and not because I want to. And this is where like I'm realizing, that's not where this all started. And to be completely honest with you, I did not think I was gonna go there today, but here I am, and this is what this series is all about: is me being transparent and being frank and keeping it real. Approximately a year ago, it was in October 2022. I went to see my doctor, and they had to put me on a sick leave because I was this close. You can't see it, but I was very close to being burnt out. And I don't want this to happen again, for multiple reasons, obviously. And part of me kind of fears that it's coming up. Not that I see the signs, but that's the whole thing. I don't want to get there, and I don't want to see the signs coming up because, I've been working a lot, and that's the thing though. I've been feeling very proud of everything I've accomplished and all the effort and energy I put into my work, and I'm seeing all the rewards, and I'm seeing that the clients I work with are really happy and pleased with me, and it's gratifying, it's rewarding to have all these comments. But the thing is, there's so much energy and so much time that I can put into work for me to stay sane, and for me to have a balanced life. Because again, as I said, I've set myself certain goals for this year and for my life, actually. And one of which is to, do the things that I like, but in a balanced way. And I think I've mentioned that. It was maybe in the Quarter Life Diaries, or maybe it was in another coffee talk, but I've been having a lot of phases in my life where I put like my energy and my time and my focus on like one thing, and then I just jump from one thing to another. But I've also been trying to like have a balanced life and have a little bit of me in every spheres of my life and enjoy all the spheres and all the things in my life. But I feel like I haven't been able to do that recently, because I was so caught up in work. And I at this point, I know I'm just repeating myself. But But this is, and that's something I realize. Coffee talks for me are almost like therapy. There's no one here to listen and to like approve or disapprove of what I say. Like when I film it, obviously you get to comment and relate or not and share your thoughts with me, and you are more welcome to. But yeah, I don't know where I was headed with that, other than the fact that this helps me. Yeah, that was it. Coffee talks really help me because they allow me to put everything into perspective and just like share my thoughts. And sometimes, having these thoughts in your head is like it's something, but to actually be able to put them into words, sometimes it's just, see, I already feel a little better about myself. So yeah, that's my reality currently, and I'm trying very hard to, again, for lack of a better word, balance it all out and to like find a certain balance. I can't with myself. And you might be thinking, well, if you're your own boss, you could just make your own schedule and make it lighter. That's the goal. You and me, we think alike. But I still have to stay realistic, and there are things that I've committed myself to and that are still ongoing. But hopefully everything will be a little less busy by the end of September and the beginning of October. So we shall see how that goes, but that's the goal here. And I guess that the whole point of this was for me to share my experience and my thoughts and to tell you that it's normal sometimes to feel overwhelmed. And that's okay. And sometimes, it can all feel very intense and like you can't really get yourself out of a situation. But just, sometimes all it takes is just that, a little bit of time. In my opinion, the key is to focus on the long term, rather than like being focused like on the day or on the week, being so busy. And that's what I've been telling myself recently, is that it will get better. I will feel less and less overwhelmed, and I will have a little more power on how things are going for me, because again, that I make my own decisions. So if I want my schedule to be lighter, I shall make the decisions to make it lighter. Cheers to that. As always, I'm getting lost in the sauce. That's how I know I have to end a coffee talk. It's when I get like somewhere I didn't expect to go. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I truly, 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 truly mean it. Hopefully I have made a little difference in your day today. If you would like to make a difference in mine, you know what to do. And I'm going to wish you in bonne journée.